Hey guys, it's Peach. Just going over this quick little situation that happened during day two of Orlando. I thought it was really interesting, and I feel like it showcases a lot of how I've improved as a player. And I feel like this is some pretty good information over that goes over some topics like when to scoop, reading how your opponent's playing, and understanding losing and winning conditions, um, which can all help you improve your record and how you're doing in a regional run. So to give context, this is game three of a set against Grimmsnarl. Both our lists are pretty standard, nothing flashy. Game one, I scoop fast because I'm noticing my player isn't playing that well, but I'm drawing nothing. I'm not getting Monkey Darks. I'm not getting any attachments. And he's just kind of rolling me over. And then I beat him game two because he's just like not setting up his board right. Um, and I understand the matchup more, and so I just end up taking game two. And I come into game three. I go first. I Screamtail attach, bench double Ralts, and pass. He goes turn two, he supporters, Monkey Dark attach, and only was able to Evo one Morgrim and one Frostlass. And I top deck this rare candy going for my second turn. And I say, well, I can Ultra Ball, grab Gardevoir, Iono, and try to snipe this Morgrim. Um, but I realize as I'm sequencing this, or as I'm looking, uh, A, he's played the matchup pretty poorly, and he doesn't know how to set up his board correctly for this matchup. And B, it's actually a pretty high chance I don't end up getting this knockout anyways. I'm burning two Ultra Balls, so I'm losing less chance. I have no Psychic in discard, by the way. Um, and I'm only going to see six cards, so I basically have to find Vessel plus third Ultra Ball to get three Psychic in discard. Vessel plus Psychic plus Ultra Ball, or like Vessel Secret Box off of six cards. Because this Psychic's attached, which would also mean there's four Psychics attached to this Screamtail, which is going to be really bad. Um, so instead, I decide to dodge that, which gets into this second board state where I just go evolve Kirlia, find Monkey Dark attach, maybe get a Psychic and discard pass. Um, and then going into his turn, he uh, like air balloons into an imp, attaches energy filches, but like also sets up another Morgrim. And at this point, I'm realizing like uh, he really doesn't understand the board state. He's benched three imps and uh, three imp pieces, and so he can only put one more monkey at max. And so I really like am in a favorable board state where I don't need to evolve Gardevoir. I'm gonna be winning this monkey war. I didn't put the damages, and this isn't my hand. I'm just like showing that we're both supporting playing the game. Um, but like he's not doing anything to pressure me because I'm gonna just go into this turn now and set up double Curly, double Monkey, and I don't need to swing or go for pressure. I don't need to evolve Gardevoir because he can only set up a one prize knockout with like Monkey one or two KO, but he can't set up any two prizers, so I'm just sitting passive. I don't need to evolve Gardevoir. Um, and I'm just like waiting for him to like mess up, and I'm slowly just building monkeys. Then we go to the following turns. This is why I end up getting the double monkey dark, like I mentioned. And Screamtail is just sitting inactive. And it goes into his turn, and he does what I think is the trollest play. And at this point, I'm like, I just win. Um, for whatever reason, he decides he really needs this Tatsu in order to find boss. I'm not really understanding why. Maybe I'm missing the math, but what this does for me is he only has one Monkey Dark against my two, so he's basically playing Monkey Frostlass, but he's giving me the win on the war because I have more monkeys. But but he tells me later that he's trying to find boss to kill double Curlia, but he can't actually set this up because he only has one Monkey Dark. Um, and so like I literally just sit here. I do not evolve anything. I just like let the monkey Frostlass like do its work until he like punches with Morgrim or with a Grimmsnarl later in the game. I like Diancie trade, set up third monkey or whatever. I don't know. At this point, I think he just scoops because he like was so set on like I think he said like, oh, I really wanted to evolve Gardevoir, or like I was gonna take all your Curlia pieces. But I was like, dude, you literally can't do that. Like you don't have the monkeys to set up. He can only move 3 damage and punch for 3 at the same time. And so I feel like this was like a really good turning point for me because like we look at this board state and I'm super chilling. But had I evolved Gardevoir on this first turn, I probably am not even doing much with the Screamtail. Like I'm probably not getting energies. And now it's like setting up a situation where he can boss kill my Gardevoir, um, and maybe even take 3 if I like monkeyed to my Screamtail, or if I Psychic Embrace to my Screamtail. But I recognize that he's just not playing the matchup well, so I played slow and understand kind of the situation I'm in and was able to take the win. Um, I feel like just the biggest thing in general that I also took away from this was just um, I started my run 0-0-2, and I really didn't want to tie anymore. And so even though I felt like I was playing players that were like below my skill level, and I was in certain circumstances where I probably could be winning games, I think it's really important to recognize like you got to drop the ego no matter what. Especially if they're like slow with their hands or not playing fast. So, like some people, like I played a guy who was playing Sarah Ledge and he just like wasn't moving his cards fast, and unfortunately like that's a sign where you could end up tying, and you don't want to be in that spot. So one game I like just missed guard evo or whatever when I like double evoed Curly, and I just scooped it. Like it doesn't matter. Sarah Ledge is an incredibly favorable matchup for me. Like I'm not gonna waste 20 minutes on a game that's losing when I can just scoop, go next, beat in the next game because my matchup is so favorable. And I ended up going 8-4-2 this tournament. I didn't tie another game. Got some losses, but I felt very uh, confident in the games that like there was unfortunately some games where I think I maybe should have scooped, but it was too close to tell. But I felt like every game that was obvious to scoop I did, and it ended up paying because every game that I scooped, I ended up winning the set, which would have been very bad. That was like 4 games I think I scooped throughout the day then that I did. So uh, try to do your best to be able to read your opponent, especially in that game too. If they're not playing a board state right, um, don't go for greedy plays like this first one. Like know that if you follow the game plan, it's going to work. You don't have to chase and greed for things, and trust that you're confident in how you've been playing the tournament and how you're playing the run, and abuse your opponent's weaknesses to the best you can. I hope to make more videos like this moving forward, and just showcasing my tournament runs, and probably do a mix of like in-depth board state analysis as well as like videos just that talk more generally about like improvement, mindset, tournament preparation, etc. But I wanted to make a video that was more specific to a Pokemon scenario because I thought this was really interesting and I was very happy with how it performed in this specific game. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are all doing well. Take care.